The NYPD is changing. Be the change. Change a life. Save a life. Live a life of meaning. Join the NYPD.
So there's the call to duty, but officers and firefighters in New York City say leaders are changing their focus on what it really means to protect and serve.
New York Mayor Eric Adams, along with police officials, are being criticized by rank-and-file officers as the department's Professional Standards Bureau begins to crack down on, among other things, beard length and also sock colors.
Is this where the focus should be? That's what the police are asking. The unit aims for all uniformed officers to, quote, look professional or face write-ups that could lead to losing vacation days. Our Dre Clark is live in New York with the latest on the blowback to these professional standards. Good morning, Dre.
Well, good morning, guys. The NYPD and the FDNY are the two biggest and busiest police and fire departments in the nation. Very busy trying to keep this city of 8+ million people safe. But there are now morale problems in both departments. And some people blame the mayor and the two people he chose to lead those departments, while others say it's a manufactured problem created by disgruntled workers who don't like the idea of two women leading those departments. First, the NYPD. Last year, more than 3,000 officers either retired or resigned from the department. This year, the department is on track to surpass last year's number. The police union telling NewsNation more than 230 officers have left the department in the first 2 months of this year so far. Officers say they're being overworked with long hours and they're grossly underpaid, so they're leaving, going to other police departments with higher pay or relocating to cities with a better quality of life. States like Florida and Virginia have been heavily recruiting NYPD officers. Now the department is cracking down on officers who wear their beards too long or drink too much coffee on the job, among other things. The PBA, which represents 30,000 officers, tells NewsNation, quote, it is absolutely mind-boggling that monitoring beard length and sock color are the NYPD's top priorities right now. New York City police officers can pay their bills. They never get to see their families. They are battling every day against perps who have no fear and a justice system that delivers no consequences. The only thing these new inspections units will accomplish will be worsening the NYPD's historic staffing crisis. Now, on Monday, in a radio interview, the mayor was asked about the recent decision to move Juanita Holmes, who was the NYPD's former chief of training, to probation commissioner. Many see that as a step down. Holmes and Police Commissioner Keechant Sewell did not agree on the running requirement for cadets at the police academy. And the commissioner also took issue with Holmes inviting rapper Cardi B to speak to a group of teenage girls without the commissioner's knowledge and approval. But the mayor took Holmes' side. Take a listen.
I thought it was brilliant that Chief Holmes, who's now Commissioner Holmes, brought Cardi B in to talk to young ladies. She has this thing called Girls Talk. She has been doing it for years.
Meanwhile, the city's fire department is also dealing with the morale problem right now. And after a series of unexpected demotions, 3 top high-ranking fire chiefs were demoted by new fire commissioner Laura Kavanaugh last month. A number of other chiefs then requested voluntary demotions as a show of solidarity with those other chiefs that were demoted. The fire commissioner is not accepting their requests, hoping they may change their mind. Many firefighters say the abrupt demotions have hurt morale, and they blame the fire commissioner. Now, Laura Kavanaugh is the first woman appointed fire commissioner here in New York City, as well as Keechant Sewell being the first woman to lead the NYPD. And her supporters, or their supporters, say that the women are having a tough time because many people don't like the idea of having to take orders from a woman. We should also mention, though, that the NYPD is not the only police department in the country dealing with officers leaving the job. NewsNation first looked at this problem last year. We looked at police departments in Philly, Chicago, San Francisco, and Los Angeles, and they are all dealing with the morale problem, and they are having difficulty both keeping officers on the job and also recruiting new ones. It's a very big problem here, Mitch.
Dre, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.